am doing my best to be online with you on every single day, even while I'm traveling. And I'm traveling now in China. And today I've been to two powerful temples. One is the Temple of Heaven, and the second temple was the temple of the goddess Guanyin. And both places were so magical, so high in energy, incredible energy. And I know that in those kind of temples, when you're going there with the mindset of pure prayer, with the mindset of being humble, with the mindset of bowing your head to the gods, to the energies, to people who were on the path right before us, and where we can bow to each Buddha, as I did in a temple hidden far from Beijing and in a mountains area where not many people can get. It's not available for everybody. And it's important to be ready to receive. I always believe bow, pray, so ask and receive the blessing. And I believe as well that this practice is the part of my service to the world, is the part of my service to the humanity. And I would have been here at the usual time at 8 p.m. But unfortunately, my battery died in my phone. And when I was charging it from the car charger, it didn't charge. And I'm incredibly grateful that I can be here online still committed to this practice, because without a commitment, you won't achieve much in your life, whether it comes to your business or is it to work on your mindset. You need to take certain steps to get to where you would like to be. So if it comes to mind and you do have a battle, the internal battle where your mind tells you that something is unbelievable, not achievable, it's hard to get, it's impossible to get, it's not available, the mind will find hundreds and hundreds of different excuses just to block you to get to where you would really, really like to be. And it's entirely up to you whether you're going to believe what your mind is trying to convince you, or in that moment where your mind is trying to tell you certain things, you'll take a deep breath in, breath out. You'll take as many breaths as you need in a particular moment to bring yourself into the now, into the moment of here and now, and only that would give you a certain awareness to understand my mind is trying to trick me right now. So I will repeat for those who are joining. You do always need to be committed to whether it's your goal, is it your dream, whether it's your business or it's your self-development, is mastering your mind. The mind will always find certain things, excuses, hundred of different explanations, but your job is to stop it. Taking a couple of breaths, coming back to present moment, understanding from that awareness. While you're present, everything could be noticed, everything could be observed, and that gives you space to really think. Is it really what I believe? Or is it mind trying to convince me? And usually how it works, the closest you are to your biggest quantum leap, so to getting to the next level of consciousness, sometimes the hardest it gets, because it's kind of, you've been tested. Are you ready to get to the next level? What price would you like to pay for it? And the price to get to the next level is to become even the greatest master of your mind. There is only one thing that creates an obstacle. Only one thing. Is not that you need to battle with hundreds of thoughts in your mind or battle with the mind. The mind is only one obstacle. And when you look at it and you understand, that's what I need to dissolve, all the illusions that it creates. We don't work with all illusions, all the fears. We only work with one mind. One mind. So it's so much easier instead of complicating it. There's so many fears, so many obstacles. I cannot do this. I don't have energy. That's too much for me. I feel like I'm pressurized. It's like people describing as if they have a block, and that block is so heavy that it stops them from taking an action, and they go into a loop. I don't have energy. I've got this heaviness. I cannot. So many thoughts to deal with, right? And yes, it becomes even more challenging. But when you look from the position of, oh my God, this is only one mind that is trying to delude you. One mind. So that moment you understand that's the mind, everything collapses. Anything that mind is trying to build against you. In that moment, you're taking a deep breath in, big sigh out. You take as many breaths as possible to bring yourself into a moment of here and now. Because if you followed the mind, that means you have followed all the chains of the thoughts, convincing you into something else, and you are completely in a different world, in non-reality. You are in the illusion of whatever the mind created for you. It all collapses, it all drops. And you're like, wow, in here and now, I am witnessing my breath. You're noticing how the body breathes. Then you, because you're so connected to the breath, all the feelings that were created by you believing into whatever your mind, whatever story your mind were giving you, they're also collapsing, because the thoughts only appearing after you started believing into the story that your mind tells you, the scary one, the one that makes 100 excuses that you won't get there, or you won't achieve that, or you won't never master it. It's the mind trick. But the moment you see everything it creates is delusional, You break the cycle of thoughts, then feelings that are usually only it's only the reaction of your body. It's only when your body begins to react to something that your mind is trying to tell you, and then it begins working on a biochemical level, and then all the hormones, all the emotions that brings on the physicality, the release in the body, it blocks you. So to stop it, get yourself back into the present moment. The tool is the breath. The breath slows down, the mind slows down. The mind slows down, the emotions are fading. The emotions are fading, you stop. That means that you've stopped believing or paying attention at least to what your mind is telling you in this particular moment. So it sounds super, super easy, but some people believe it's not. Again, that's just the belief. So come back to here and now and keep mastering your mind. Okay? I know it's doable. I know it's possible. I am also continuously doing my practice. I am committed to doing it daily. I am committed to work on mastering my mind. I'm committed to input, time, energy, awareness. I have enough, I have strong enough belief that yes, I can master my mind. I am mastering it. And I'm going to tell my mind exactly what I want, and I will stop listening to it. And another thing that I would love to share with you today that brought me to be where I am right now. Call it a success, call it a peace of mind, call it a harmony. I don't really want to name it as much, but I'm very grateful of where I am right now. Is that I'm asking myself daily, what state of mind am I right now? And from what state of mind I am taking some steps, I am taking some actions. Do I feel like I need to go online right now and be with you? It's 22:29 in Beijing. Do I force myself to be here? No. Do I love to be here? Yes. Am I committed to that? Yes. So the state where you are right now, and what are you doing in that moment of your life? It really depends. It's up to you, right? So every moment of your life, you are the only person who is deciding what state I'm going to be doing a certain action, taking a certain action, doing something, right? Would I now decide that I'm going to post something on Instagram, let's say, let's take social media as an example. I need to do this reel, or I need to send a newsletter to all of my clients, or I need to do live, or I need to work and create a beautiful hypnosis for my client. So if I feel, I scan my body, and if I feel there is a resistance, if I feel that my mind is trying to convince me into something, I scan first my body. What state I am right now? How do I feel? And then if there is tiredness, stress, anxiety, fear, because sometimes there is so many things that could be stopping us, I just come back to the moment of here and now. I just watch my breath, and I make sure I take as much time as long as it's needed for the meditation to set my mindset for peace, for the harmony, balance, and pleasure or fun. So the relaxed state, the relaxed state, the loving state, the feeling of I'm doing it from I would really love to do something. I would really love to share with you all my insights from today, let's say, or give you some value by sharing my life story, by sharing how this or that practice has had helped me. So from the place of my cup is overflowing, and I would love to share. I would love to give value to the world, right? You can feel the energy even when I'm speaking from where I'm speaking from. It's like, yes, yes, and yes. Rather than, oh my God, I need to go and be and do this life, right? So always, always, always scan the energy. What are you feeling? What energy are you right now radiating from? And reset yourself, like just one click of the finger like this. You can reset yourself. The longer you practice this, the faster it becomes. And suddenly you're like, oh my God, how much I love my job, how much I can help people, how much value I can give to the world, how fascinating it is watching other people having their life improved, how beautiful it is to make another person to smile today, how fantastic it is to support someone to shift from I can't into I want to, I would love to, and I am excited to do so, right? It's just like, wow, that's the whole sense of living. When we support other people, it gives us energy, it gives us pleasure. We are all programmed to support each other, to help each other. And when we look at the real leader, you know what they do? They would always give you an advice. And once, when I was going through another leadership program, that was maybe about 4 years ago now, something like that. So one of the task that we had to do is to call the Olympic winner. And we had to find the number to the Olympic winner and find them a question. So it was super challenging because we Googled some Olympic athletes that we knew. We went for the Russian because the team was mainly Russian speaking people. And we have picked up one specific person and we decided to call him. And you know what happened? It's just magical because I don't know what's the probability, but at that time it felt like there is no probability that he would have picked up the phone because we were in Bali. That person was in Russia. And it was like a very little chance that he would pick up the phone from the unknown number. That's the first thing. Second, that he would have respond to ask people coming from nowhere, asking him a particular question about the leader. And I don't know exactly now what the question was, but it was the leadership and leading others. I think something something similar to what a real leader would have done in a particular situation, how he would have led the group of people, right? And he had picked up the phone. But you know why? Because the whole team and I think there were 10 or 12 of us, we have set our mindset. We have set our mindset for the shift. We sat down, we took a couple of breaths, and we tuned into the state of mind where he is picking up the phone and he wants to talk to us. And he answers us the question we're about to ask them. Wow, right? The mindset was the first one. Because if we would have been in the state of, no, that's unbelievable, that's impossible, who are we, why would he ever talk to us, and doubt ourselves so much, that would have never ever happened. So the mindset is the most important thing that you can do for yourself and for the others. So once again, whenever you are about to do something, it's about you to decide what state of mind are you going to be doing it from. Whether it's going to be, I have to, I'm stressed, but I'm going to do it. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to force myself doing it. Think of now, I know it sounds like, yeah, some of you might be, oh, that's not me, but some of you might be recognizing, I want you to think of one chore, like one task, something, the most difficult thing. When it comes to technology, you need to create a new account, you need to figure out something, how to, I don't know, use certain AI, let's say. I don't know if you're good with technology, but for me, sometimes it's quite challenging because my mind goes like, it wants to block. It's something new. It's something unknown. It's unfamiliar with that. There's so many self-doubts. And so that's just my example. But it might be something that you are feeling like, oh, that's, I feel such a resistance, but I have to do this thing. I've got to confront someone, or I've got to have this uneasy conversation with someone, or I need to take my level to the next, I need to take my business to the next level, and I need to go through a meeting. I don't know, anything. Think of the last, okay, let's do this actually. It might be more beneficial. If you think of the last time you had an issue of proceeding. So you were about to do something and then you were blocked. Okay? Think of this right now. And then I want you to go back there and see where you were troubled, where you saw the obstacle. And now from that moment, understand that in that, so similar situation, if it ever happens, something similar to that which I've taken as a challenge, you can, in that moment, to decide to change your state of mind. And guess what? It will become doable. It will be easier. There is going to be no force to that. There is going to be no stress, no anxiety that causes usually the state of mind. Again, the body reacts to whatever mind says. Their feelings, their chemicals already produced by the body, because there's the thoughts that you believed into. So everything comes back to the same thing. And your decision from today, which would or could have been a great decision, is to, before I'm doing something, I'm going to check, I'm going to scan my body, scan my mind, and I'm going to check what is the energy, what is the frequency I'm doing it from, what is beyond of that, what I'm about to do. How can I find joy in doing it? How can I support that action with the positive way of thinking how this will make my life better, perhaps easier, and how could it improve other people's lives? And then boom, suddenly it's like the whole mission that is beautiful, that is exciting, that is, it gives you energy, it gives you pleasure, it gives you satisfaction, it gives you fulfillment. Like, yes, by doing this, let's say it's a newsletter, I can improve so many people's lives, or just one person alive, or I'm just going to make one person to smile, or I'm just going to make one person to feel relaxed, or I'm just going to make one person to take a couple of breaths and come back to this present moment and feel better, just for a second, forget of whatever they were mind driving them into. Usually it's into the sadness, craziness, all the depression and that. So now that we are, thank you so much for being with me online for pretty long. I've started this over 40 minutes ago. I was waiting for you to join. Now we can proceed to the daily practice, because that's my main intention why I am here. And we're going to do this practice together. So let's take a deep breath in and a big, big sigh out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Again, deep breath in and big sigh out. When you exhale, make a ha sound. Beautiful. And close your eyes. If some of you are still typing, please be aware that when I'm focusing on what I would like to preach, what I would like, what's the message beyond what I'm saying, I don't have space to read it, okay? So I'm focusing onto the energy I give, like I'm literally channeling it, and also the message. So please close your eyes, unless if you're driving, you can keep them open, or if you're operating some machinery, I don't know, something very dangerous, then of course keep your eyes open. And just simply be aware of your breath. Notice your breath. It's just happening. It enters your body. It comes in and it leaves your body. And again, there is another deep breath in and breath out. And notice, how is your breath right now? Whether you're forcing it, whether you're controlling it. If yes, just step back and witness it. For quite a few people, it might be challenging, but I believe that you can make it happen. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Notice the breath. It's much slower. And your body begins to relax. I want you to find the middle of your head. It's as if you were imagining drawing one line from the top of your crown till the chin. So it's a vertical line, and another line you draw from one ear to another. And so where those two lines are meeting, there is a point that is the center of your head. Relax into it. Take a deep breath into that spot. Exhale. Beautiful. Now relax the shoulders. Breathing still through the nose. Relax your chest. The breath is just happening in and out through the nose. Relax your belly. Bring a tiny smile on your face to relax even more. And as you're still aware of your breath, you notice it is just happening in and out, in and out. And now just pay attention to your So everything you are aware of. So let's continue being aware of the breath, but at the same time, you are also aware of the sound of my voice, of any sounds around you, the sound of your breath, any sounds of nature, depends where you are, or city noise, or sometimes they call it a white noise. So it doesn't matter what kind of sound or noise you can hear, but you are suddenly aware of all the sounds, but none of those sounds is you. Same with the breath. You continue being witnessing the breath, but you're not being that breath. The breath it flows in and out. You are aware of all the sounds, but you're none of it. And you're also aware of the thoughts coming into your body, coming into your mind. In in and out, just as your breath is witnessed, same way you can be noticing your mind. Thoughts just popping in, popping out, popping in, popping out. That's beautiful. And you're just witnessing it simply. There is no need to interact with any of them. Let them come and let them go. Everything is witnessed. You're aware of your breath. You're aware of your thoughts. You're also aware of every and any sound or noise in you and around you. And there is more and more spaciousness that you can also be aware of in you, around you. The breath is there, in and out, in and out. And wherever your mind tells you, it's just all illusional. You understand that you're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings. So that if any feeling appears in your body, you understand that you're not that. And you also are aware that you're not your past, you're not your future, you're not your beliefs, you're not any wounds, you're not any feelings. Anything could be witnessed so easily. You understand you're not your body, you're also not your weight, the shape, the size, you're not your education. Everything is witnessed, the breath is there. But also there is an awareness that is aware of everything, and you know that you're nothing that I'm describing. You're not your education, you're not your mind, you're not your belief system, you're not your feelings, you're not your identity. So anything you identified yourself with, that's not you. So for a moment, you're dropping off any picture that you used to hold in your mind about who you are, what you do, any feelings, and nothing more, nothing else is now could be attached to that image of who you used to hold in your mind. So that is de-associated now. You are slowly dehypnotizing yourself. Keep witnessing your breath, be aware of it, and also be aware of the essence, that presence, that beingness that is always here, present in that particular moment. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Notice that there is that feeling of freedom. There might be feeling of spaciousness. There might be feeling of being limitless, but you also understand that you are shapeless, you are formless, and that you exist. So you can say, I am, but you do not know what you are, because we have just peeled every layer of you are not. And so you understand that everything around you is delusional. Your body, yes, it exists in 3D to play the game, but that's not you. Your mind that might be driving you mad, or might cause any addiction, or might be forcing you into believing into something, that's not you. So you are that highest being on the highest level of what you really are. Notice the breath is there, but you're not holding any role that you're playing through the day. You're not woman or man. You are not a teacher, a student, a mother, a partner, a CEO of a company. No need to hold any role. You're not any expectations of you, any expectations what your family ever wanted you to be. None of it is you. Notice the breath and connect to what you are. Just simply be what you are. There is no force into it. There is no control. And now I want you to realize that what you are is the only reality. And we're going to call it one unified consciousness. Just take it as a fact for the sake of doing this practice. Play the game like children do. Okay, I am one unified consciousness, and now amplify the vibration of love and kindness as many times as possible. And just allow it to happen. Feel it's happening. As your body breathes in and out, you're feeling that the vibration of love and kindness, it's now increasing because you set it as an intention. It keeps increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing many times over. And now continue doing this for another moment, intuitively, playfully. Amplify it 1,000,000 times, 10,000,000 times, 100,000,000 times, even 1,000,000,000 times, and feel it just all happening in your field, in your body. You are beginning vibrating of love and kindness, the highest frequency possible your body can take right now. Notice every cell is vibrating that energy. All your body, every organ, your heart is vibrating the highest frequency of love and kindness. Your liver, your lungs, your kidneys, everything is vibrating of love and kindness the highest way possible. Just take it as a fact and notice the shift, notice the difference, what has changed, what you feel now. Notice the breath is there. Notice that the presence is there. You still exist. You're still that highest beingness. But if you, for a moment, decide not to call yourself any names, you feel what you are. And you're so connected to that true self. Now I want you to realize that many people on the planet Earth are also doing this practice, and they self-realizing themselves as you just did with me and the community who are joining this practice daily. You dehypnotize yourself from something that you're not, and you shift it into that self-awareness of what you are. And from that space, I want you to realize that many people are doing the same practice, and they also self-realize themselves, and they amplify the vibration of love and kindness many, many times over. And that creates the whole circle. So you, as one unified consciousness, continue amplifying the vibration of love and kindness through every person on the planet Earth. And it might be million people, 10 million people, 100 million people, a billion people, 8 billion people, or, sorry, not or, and at the same time, every person self-realize themselves being that one unified consciousness, and from that space they are amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many, many times over. Feel it, know it, believe it, even see it, maybe with your internal eye, maybe with the third eye. And we know that is happening exactly as I knew with the group of people when we were calling that leader, that story I told you in the beginning of this life, where we called them and he picked up the phone. The probability of that was very, very little. But here is actually even different thing is happening, because we are already at the level of being that highest being that we are. From that space, everything shifts way faster. It's beyond our expectations how fast it could have been, and it is. And it's like poof, a whole explosion of the within you. And every cell in your body is right now drinking the highest frequency of love and kindness. And you must have had a great karma to stay here until this moment, to get into the highest state of the being that you are, so you can, from that space, co-create that field and invite every single person that you love. And that's the time to do so. Please, right now is now is the great time to do it. So invite all the people that you love, your beloved ones, your partners, your family, parents, siblings, cousins, and also your neighbors, your friends. Think of more names. Beautiful. And now let's invite all the people that we might dislike, all the people we don't talk to, people we had conflict with, people that might, yeah, usually people don't like, the neighbors, ex-partners, ex or current bosses, some colleagues who are unpleasant or making some comments, people who compete, people who are jealous, people who hurt us in the past, people who were mean to us. So think of those people. I know it might be uneasy for some of you, but I believe you can make it. So please think of the names and invite these people into this beautiful field of peace and love, the highest frequency of kindness, and let them just be with us. And the field is already working on dissolving any bad karma between you and them. And you're just breathing in and out. Everything is fading, disappearing, going and gone. And we're sending it back to the universal consciousness to be transformed and sent back into your subconscious mind, and let it anchor into your subconscious mind. Let it just stay into your body and feel that energy. It just goes through every single layer of your physical body, of your emotional body, and it's just happening. Now, take a deep breath in, big sigh out, and invite all the animals on this planet Earth. So think of the fish in the ocean, the birds, other animals, animals you like, you might dislike. Think of the insects, and then surround the whole planet with love and kindness, the highest frequency of it, the whole trees, all the nature, all the water on the planet, oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, and also all living beings on this planet. Surround them with love and kindness, the highest frequency possible. Deep, deep breath in and out, and feel that the planet Earth is just vibrating now differently. And also surround yourself with the highest frequency of love and kindness. So it dissolves the internal conflict, the inner battle with yourself. Lots of beautiful and positive people go through the internal battle quite often. So I want you to wrap yourself up with the blanket of love and kindness. Let the field to work on anything that blocks you from being that most lovable, most worthy person. Feel how your body, every cell of it, begins vibrating with self-love, self-trust, self-belief, a healthy self-esteem. There is a lot of self-worth is downloading into every single cell of your body. Beautiful. And I thank you so much for you coming here today. And I know some of you have been since the beginning with me. And I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your willingness to create a beautiful world for all of us. So I wish you all peace, peace, peace. And may all beings be happy, peaceful. May all beings feel well. And may all beings self-realize themselves, because we will get to this time eventually. It's already planned, and the golden age where everybody is realized is coming. It's happening one day. And my biggest intention is to create as much peace, as much love, as much harmony on this planet Earth, that I'm coming here daily, and I invite you from my heart, really, really sincerely, please come and support this intention with your open hearts, open minds. Let's do this together. Create more of that peace, love, harmony, balance, So your children, your grandchildren, and of course yourself, and all the generations after you will have a beautiful planet that they live on. So this place, our planet Earth, can be even better place to live at. Much love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming here. I'll see you here tomorrow. I've got absolutely no idea whether I will be able to come here and be here with you at 10 p.m. I have already moved this practice from 8 p.m. Bali time to 10 p.m. Bali time. In China is the same time. I know some of you are in Australia and it might be too late for you, and I understand that, and I will do my best to do it daily anyways. And if you guys can join, that's fantastic. If not, you can always watch the previous practice. I always publish it. I'm actually about to share yesterday's practice as well. I think I haven't published it. I haven't made it public yet. I forgot yesterday. It was super late when I was going to bed. I will do it now, so you can watch it until this one will download, and it will be available tomorrow. I'm sharing in the beginning of this video of the commitment and of how to deal with the mind, how to achieve your goals. And I share my personal story about the mind and how to set it up, and how can we get to where we would like to be much, much faster and much, much easier. Much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending you love from here, right from my heart. And I'll see you here tomorrow. Hopefully it's going to be 10 p.m. Bali time. If anything changes, I will let you know on my Instagram account. Have a beautiful day ahead. If it's a morning for you or afternoon, and if it's the evening, then sleep well. God bless you. Go and shine your light bright, and thank you again for being a part of this community, which is growing daily in numbers, and it makes me really, really happy. I've only had 65 people when I started doing this practice over maybe 2.5 months ago, and now we've got over 200, which is absolutely wonderful number. So thank you for your support again. Thank you for your willingness to co-create together a beautiful, beautiful world. And as the benefit, you are blessed. You will receive a support from the God, from the universe, the highest intelligence, call it whatever, but the obstacles will be dissolved as you are vibrating now with the much higher energy, and you will keep vibrating that energy daily, and your life will be changing in almost every areas. Trust me or don't, just come back here, keep practicing, and you will notice it by yourself. If this practice has already improved your life in some way, maybe you feel more peace of mind, maybe some conflicts got dissolved in your family already, or between your partner, now you might have become much calmer, or anything had happened, please share it with me and the others. Just below any of my videos, I would be absolutely delighted to read about it.